Answer writing is nothing but just the exploration of mummification in Egyptian civilization. So, there is no perfect way to answer a question, but a lot of students have come up understanding what is a good way to write your answer, how essays should be written. Let us go through some of the past papers and the model answers, and that should suffice, but definitely not. We have a very good example for you. Now, this is a track, and this person who is looking onto the track sees that the cart can go through this path. However, this path is a curved path, but the actual motion of the track can be traced. The reason being, there is a simple one road that runs. However, there are bumps on the roads, there are curves on the roads, but the process is much more simple. Coming on the other end, if an examiner is trying to answer a copy where the concepts has been written in such a simple and a direct way, a good way of giving the marks would be there, and definitely good marks can be obtained. But with the same answer, from an examiner's perspective, if there is a same answer that is being coming, but for that a person is trying to mention tracks over tracks and all these tracks are overlapped, what would happen? This would result in a very messed up situation, and this messed up situation is not only difficult for you to explain what the key of the concept is, but it is also highly challenging for the examiner to give marks. The examiner does not understand where the story begins, where the story ends, what you are actually trying to explain in this concept. So it's similar to a house where there is a staircase, but there is no point to enter the staircase. And the same runs with your answer. There is an answer which is there, but there is no introduction, no conclusion, and a no predefined way or a continuum, I would say, in the answer copy. So, good way to elaborate your answer is to give thought for 2 to 3 minutes before you start writing. Jot down the points either in a rough space or at least in your mind to have an idea what would be the right strategy. Usually, there has to be an introduction. If there are certain theories that are being asked, assumptions under the theories, then advantages and disadvantages are the right order. Assumptions, then the main concept, advantages and disadvantages. A lot of students have come up saying that going through the model paper they are able to secure good marks, and once they have gone through the model questions, the model answers, they would be able to secure well. Do you think that is a right approach? Here we have a model answer and a model home for you. If the garage of the house is being blocked by a big tree, what would happen? Definitely the car would not enter in. And similarly, it happens when you are writing your answer relying only on the model answers. Model answers create an obstruction to your thought. The thoughts are being obstructed, and as a result, no new information is going in. And since no new information is going in, no new information is being reproduced in the answer copy. So let's say there are 10 students appearing for an examination, and all of those 10 students are referring the same answer. Now, when they have referred the same answer, the same model answer, and written that answer, all of them would get, let's say, 6 out of 10 marks in that question. But there is another student who has not referred to what has been written in the model answer, but tried to create his own answer with his own viewpoints, and that answer would be definitely much more appealing and might get 8 or 9 out of 10. So here is where the difference comes in. If you want to be one who sails as a mediocre or who sails as an average student, definitely Model answer is something that is always there. One day before the examination, go through the model questions, model answers, and it's all set. But that won't help you qualify with brilliant results. Because, as I mentioned, there is an obstruction of thought. To rule out this, what is very, very important is to have a well defined strategy and simplify whatever you are reading and understanding. We have a simple demonstration of a remote here, and this remote basically explains that rather than making the things complex, making the thoughts obstructed, it's a good idea to just simplify whatever you have learned, organize the concepts in a systematic fashion, and this would help create a better understanding not only for the examiner but also for you when you are writing the answer. So clarity in thought is again very, very important. Now here I am traveling in a lift and there are the buttons of the lift. I need to go on to the 5th floor. If all of those are being jumbled up, I'll have to look on to where is the 5th floor. But there is a systematic arrangement where it shows either this order, which is a vertical order, or a horizontal order. It makes it much more simpler to locate where is the 5th floor. And similarly, if I am writing the same theory with talking about disadvantages in the very beginning, then writing down the concept, then mentioning the assumption, and finally the advantage of the theory, it's all jumbled up. The thoughts need to be explained in clarity. We cannot jump from one corner to another corner and bounce back to the first corner to bring in the concept. However, in that case also, you are bringing in all the information that is being required for an answer writing, but since you are so confused, examiner is even more confused to give you the right marks. So clarity in thoughts is something that is very, very crucial. Now, knowledge. Whenever there is a view of this scenery, and I ask most of the students what you have observed here, a common answer that I get here is this is a landslide with lots and lots of debris around. But the most important thing that students miss out while they are seeing this diagram is the big boulder, and that is the lack of knowledge. Even when you are prepared for your examination, you are leaving certain topics, you are leaving certain portions of the syllabus, and that's not a right approach. Knowledge is something that is very, very crucial. Sometimes the students take up another subject from a subject which is not from their background, and they just do it for the sake that this is a scoring subject and we would score really good, but that there is no magic trick to it. Unless and until you have an in-depth knowledge of the subject, there is no way you can score good. You can go through any of the toppers interview, any of the content that has been mentioned, but this is something that cannot be achieved unless there is knowledge. Whenever a question comes, the way of answer writing can be decided on the paramount basis that you know that topic. If I don't know that topic, what will I write? So the answer copy is ought to go blank if there is lack of knowledge, or you would fill in certain content which is totally irrelevant, and that would, rather than fetching you marks, make the examiner much more irritated and a higher probability that you can lose marks. So knowledge and understanding the fact that this big boulder is the one that determines the whole scene is important. The next approach that we need to understand with your answer writing is some of the most key takeaways that you should follow. Now, these include a very, very basic understanding of the thoughts and the ideas. The next important thing that must be focused is use of diagrams, pictures, flowcharts should be appropriate, not just because it has been told by someone. You are introducing diagrams, pictures, flowcharts which are totally irrelevant. Proper headings, proper captions, paragraphing is important. It shouldn't start with a single paragraph and end with a single paragraph with no breaks, no underlines, no topics, no headings. Go through a very good book. And how do you see the chapterization there? That should be the way the answer writing should be done. Break down the important concepts into points. Definitely you cannot explain each and every concept in detail, but if you have given way to major points, definitely this is a good way of letting examiner know that the knowledge is apt. There is no lack of knowledge that can be seen. The next way of emphasizing certain things is using a highlighter or a colored pen to mark what is important. Also, either the beginning or the end should be very effective. The main concepts should be revealed, and it's not a kind of basic introduction that should run or a basic ending. So either go for a very good introduction or a very good ending, which is crucial for the answer writing. The next important thing is thought arrangement. Be logical, as we said, and be systematic, be organized. Clarity on thoughts is most important. That is a very good way to understand what is a good way in which answers can be produced. At least write one question on a daily basis. That would have two benefits. Firstly, the writing speed would enhance. Certain students face challenges. They know the concept, they know everything, but when it comes to writing, they are running short of time. So, with a daily practice of only one question a day, you would ensure that your speed is maintained and there is thought process that is being provoked. So critical analysis and in-depth understanding of the topic that you are writing on would be taken into account. You would be able to do a healthy criticism. So when I say healthy criticism, it does not criticism does not always convey a negative side. It is a kind of analysis weighing the pros and cons of the concept. Also, vocabulary and grammar would be well developed with more of practice. And most importantly, what is there is, again, in brief, I would repeat, firstly, knowledge. So lack of knowledge should not be there. Secondly, good arrangement of thoughts. Thirdly, simplification of ideas. There should be no messing up of the railway tracks, as we have seen. And finally, a well-defined breaking of the answer where headings, subheadings, captions are clearly mentioned. So that is a perfect way of answer writing. We would be practicing many more questions and a right approach as to what would be a scoring answer for you. Stay tuned for updates from our side. Have a wonderful day.